I came in the world crying and fussing. Nigga, we ain't have nothing. Every ghetto, I know the same. We tryna make a little change. Preacher man come around talking. I don't wanna hear it, keep walking. I'ma put the powder in the pot. Whip it till I'm pulling off a lot. Imagine when I pull it off the lot. The new shit come without a top. Once I'm on, I ain't never gonna stop. Bitch, I'm on, I ain't never gonna stop.
Hey, what up?
What's the deal, man?
First recording. To hear me out. First recording to hear me out.
Bless y'all with these episodes. That's the first one.
I am Dean Brandon Termayl. I'm here with my man Omega Sam.
Oh,
and
yeah.
We are improv comedians, man.
Well, that's one of the things
That's one of the things we do. That's one of the things we do.
One of many.
If you are on my social media, Sam is not currently on Facebook right now.
I can't do it.
If you were on my social media, you've seen the videos we posted, Pimpin' and Flexin', which will have their own social media outlets.
It's coming,
Instagram,
man. Y'all
Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Anything else we're missing?
Those are some funny guys, man. Y'all better check them out.
That's me and your boy Sam. I portray a character called Manny Main Flexin'. I think that's my motherfucking name.
Yes, sir. And I'm Dolo Pimpin'.
Dolo Pimpin'. So, we've been posting it and a lot of people have been showing some love. So it's some funny shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Life is about smiling, man. So that's what we try to do. But so this is our first record. We're gonna do these once a week. Post them Monday nights. Talk about some real shit.
Talk about some real shit. First of all, this shit wouldn't come to you without our sponsors.
That's right. Fly Junkie is one of them.
Fly Junkie.
Nice ass gear coming in the spring, looking real good.
Look good.
I got a couple of new shits that he produced. Shout out to DeMar Greer and his movement. And
one of my operations, check out Attic Clothing. We on Instagram.
I also own a shirt like that.
Attic Life.
In fact, that shirt look real good on your boy.
Yes.
Look real good on your boy.
Yes.
Also, Kong Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Fitness. Get your self-defense tight. A lot of y'all motherfucker, got them Twitter fingers like they say.
Probably one of our most important sponsors, because there's a lot of y'all getting your shit combed out there in these streets, man.
First of all, let me tell y'all something. The object is to try to make it home safe without any confrontations. But some of y'all talk too fucking much. You talk too motherfucking much. So, we try to do the self-defense. And honestly, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a humbling art, man.
Right.
Because that's one of those that you can't just come in there and get it right away. Like, I was getting fucked up when I first started it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
By people way smarter than me. So that humbled me, man. I really didn't want to, nothing else really mattered as far as aggression and going out and getting the fights. That was really humbling. So, find something that humbles you, man. Because if nothing humble you, then someone will humble you. And that ain't what you want to see, man.
Someone will do it. These streets is rough, man. And especially for y'all women, I know these mans is becoming suckers these days. So y'all get out there and protect yourselves.
Sucker take. Hey, women, man. Hey, let me tell you something. And this is a word of advice, man. When you date, I'm going to give you some real shit before we get into it. When you dating a gentleman, try not to give him the platinum package. What I mean is, try not to give him that good. And then on top of that, give him that grade A oral sex. Try not to do that. Because, some dudes can't handle that.
Can't handle that.
Some dudes is out here fucked up when it happened like that. So try to just give them a little taste and see how they act after that. You'll be able to tell if a motherfucker is a stalker if you just give them a little taste.
That's a taste of a couple gems we're going to drop on this podcast. It's like you said, just a couple gems. We're going to let y'all know about yourselves, let the women know how to navigate this thing we call life. Let's get to it.
Pretty much, man, the podcast we got going on, man, we talk about sports, entertainment, and all that shit, man. So we're just going to try to bring it to you once a week, man, and hopefully you support everything we do. And we funny with it. We support effing vodka, man. If you're going to go have yourself a motherfucking beverage.
Yes.
I'm telling you, if you're a vodka drinker, we was on Tito's. We like smooth shit. We in our fitness shit. You know what I'm saying? So we don't drink a lot. But when we do, like effing vodka, man, I only had a cucumber myself. That shit the truth. We sipping that right now as we recording. That effing vodka, man, 100, man. 50 put his foot in the motherfucker on that one. He did a really good motherfucking investment with that, man.
Yes, that gets you all the way together. You're going to feel good. And it literally tastes like cucumber water, man. It's so refreshing.
Drink responsibly, motherfucker. With Uber and taxis and
Get
all that shit,
Uber
you should
in your
never
phone.
have no DUI in these days and age. So, here we go. Hear me out. That's us. That's what we talking about, man. First of all, a couple of shits that happened these last 2 weeks, man. I'm gonna start off first and foremost. I know
Oh, no.
the first of the year is coming up, and I know everybody want their fitness shit tight.
They say they want their fitness shit tight.
They say they want their fitness shit tight.
You know, that whole New Year's resolution bull crap.
And you know what, bro? I learned my lesson, man. I learned my lesson, and this on some real shit. Hear me out. Hear me out. I learned my lesson when it comes to goal setting.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't put a particular date on it. Like, when you say you're going to do something, you got to start doing that shit
ASAP.
you directly after you already said it. And that's true shit. Like, what we're doing right now is something that we said we're going to do that we waited on for years. Like, this recording is 2 years in the making.
In the making.
Pimping and flexing is 2 years in the making. So we finally in 1 week said, fuck it, we just going to get it done. Because there's no better time than the present. Because you're not guaranteed no other, you know what I'm saying?
Stop waiting for the first. Stop waiting for the first of the year to make these plans. Just go ahead. And if you want to get your fitness together,
you're going to get worse out of shape. You're going to get even more out of shape by waiting around for the first of the year. You're going to get more out of shape.
More out of shape. Get it in right now. I'm looking at some statistics right now because, you know, we're just technological world. So I look at stats. I'm looking at Forbes magazine. It says just 8% of people achieve their New Year's resolution.
Wow, and that's for fitness and everything?
Everything. Every New Year's resolution.
See what I'm saying?
If you wait till the first of the year and you set that goal, only 8% of people achieve it.
You know what, man? When I used to personal train, because I can't even fuck with it no more. I'm going to keep it 100. When I used to personal train, man, you know what I used to tell people? They'd be like, well, I want to wait till such and such because I got this coming up in Bahamas. I tell them, well, would you wait to take a shit? You know what I'm saying?
Talk.
Would you wait to take a shit because you need to take that shit? You know what I mean? You need to empty that tank. So why would you wait on anything else? There's no time to wait.
If it's that important to you, just go ahead and do it. Man.
Okay,
right
let's
now.
do the real math when we do on fitness shit. Let's do the real math. Okay, I'm gonna wait till the first of the year, right? I want to lose 30 pounds.
Okay.
Motherfucker, you ain't gonna lose 30 pounds until probably almost the fall for real. If you doing it by a moderate, you know what I'm saying, by a moderate stage, and you ain't trying to starve yourself, then the fall come around, and then what?
Now what?
You're gonna be back in the winter sooner enough. So why don't you just keep your shit tight all the way around?
All the way around.
And what people confuse body types and shit. People confuse muscle and fitness. Okay? Bodybuilder and fitness, because you don't have to be huge. And this is more so geared towards women.
Right.
You don't have to be huge to be you know what I'm saying, to have muscle.
To be in shape and have muscle. No.
You don't have to be big. You just gotta, you know what I'm saying, be toned. There's such fucking thing as tone.
And that's another one of my big pet peeves. As I train women and they say, I ain't trying to look like the women in the magazines.
You still do that shit?
No, I do not. When I used to train women, I can't do it no more.
I'm about to say, man, I can't fuck with it, bro.
I'm getting ulcers trying to train y'all people. Y'all, no, I can't do it. But when I used to, that's one of the biggest things. I ain't trying to look like them women in the magazines and with the muscle. You can't.
You can't.
Let me tell you, first of all, you cannot look like them women. That's 24/7 dedication, which I know you don't have, on top of some other shit that we're not going to talk about right now. But the whole point is just get in that gym, man. Get toned, get your shit tight, look good for your man.
What I want to tell, no, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that. Don't look good for no fucking body.
Well, look good for me.
Because let me
look good for me, because I'm coming.
See, this is why he don't personal train no more. He can't keep no fucking clients, man.
I can't keep.
He can't keep no clients. But this is what it is, though. When you do something when it comes to fitness, it has to solely be for you, man. Because at the end of the day, you gonna be your worst critic. And if you start doing things to other people, you will never be a happy motherfucker.
True.
You know, plain and simple. But as far as the muscle and bodybuilding thing go, you know, women, if you regularly just want to just be muscular, I'm sorry, not muscular, but if you want to be fit, you're going to have some muscle to have these certain looks. I'm just going to be honest with you. You're going to have to put some muscle, because let me tell you something. There's nothing more attractive than when you start to wear your strapless dresses and you got a little bit of shoulders to you. Now, I ain't saying you got to have the big fucking bowling ball shoulders. I'm not saying that, but I'm telling you that if you lose a lot of weight and you put no muscle under that, then you just look like a motherfucking clothesline full of damn wet laundry.
You look like a noodle with some silk dress on. That's what you look like. You look like a spaghetti noodle. What's attractive about that? Get some structure to yourself.
Hey man, it's crazy because like you can do all the cardio in the world. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying it's got to do with lifting weights because you could build a lot of muscle doing like punching bags and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You could build tone muscle, not no big ass fucking arms and all that shit y'all think y'all gonna get the second you touch a fucking weight. That's not true. You can do wonders by just putting on little tone muscle because your skin. Think about it. Let's use our fucking brains here. You lose a lot of weight. Where does your skin go? Okay, it just hangs. Okay, so you need to put some tone under there so it can get tight around that skin. Because otherwise you're gonna need a fucking staple gun to put that shit up somewhere.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all constantly complain about wrinkles. That's how you get rid of some of these wrinkles. Tighten up.
Boy, I seen a motherfucker, man, in the gym, man. God, dog, man, look. The motherfucker lost like 40-something pounds, man, and was just doing straight cardio. And listen, man, I don't want to shit on nobody's fitness goals because maybe that motherfucker wanted to look like that. But I seen this particular person with a goddamn tank top on. I seen that motherfucker back, and it looked like a leather bomber jacket, man. I was like, God damn. I don't know what the that motherfucker look like a leather comforter, man. So I don't know.
And that's
you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you gotta use your brain when it comes to fitness, man. Tone muscle ain't nothing wrong with that shit at all.
Nothing wrong.
Man.
Y'all
Nothing
gotta
wrong
look,
with that.
Real talk, y'all gotta look past the scale.
As for the men, you gotta stop having in your mind that your goal is to be the biggest motherfucker in the world. I know a lot of men that think they're gonna be the biggest motherfucker in the world. And you know what's even worse? What's even worse on that shit? What's even worse is the fact that I heard a man tell me, "Well, I don't want to be big."
Oh, you heard it?
You don't want to be big.
You heard what you thought was a man.
You don't want to be big.
You heard what you thought was.
And
a
I'm
man.
not saying you got to be big though. I'm not saying that, but I don't want to hear that shit come out of man's mouth. I don't want to hear that shit come out of man's mouth.
No.
Just work out, motherfucker. I don't want to hear that come out of man's mouth.
That's the equivalent, real talk. That's the equivalent of a man telling you, "I'm okay with a small penis."
I just don't want to hear that shit.
I'm not going around comparing my penis with nobody else.
Hey, you know what, man? You know what?
For you to say that you're okay with a small penis,
Hey, look, man.
I don't believe you.
You know what, though? Listen to this shit. I'm going to go ahead and give y'all motherfuckers some relationship advice. This shit wasn't even on our board, though. But I'm going to give you some relationship advice. Ladies, again, let me say this. Because I know it's going to be a few motherfuckers salty that I say some shit like this. Ladies, understand this. When you're with a man, you want to feel safe. I ain't talking about financially. I ain't talking about that shit because a lot of independent women can make their own motherfucking money, and a lot of women make more money than men any motherfucking way.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you want to feel safe. What I mean is when you go out to the motherfucking bar, go out here, there, and everywhere, you want to feel like your man can protect you. You want to feel cool. You know what I'm saying? If you're bigger than that motherfucker, and you stronger than that motherfucker, then that's probably not the route you want to fucking take. I'm just going to be honest with you.
It's the reason when you go out, when, you know what I'm saying, and you go out with your man, you dress up in them uncomfortable heels and that sequence dress or whatever you wearing, you know what I'm saying?
Time out, man. Don't nobody wear no fucking sequin dress no more?
It's coming back, dog. I seen it. It's coming back.
That's about the worst fashion
nice.
Shit. No fucking sequin dress, man. Go ahead,
but so you in that sequence dress. I'm telling you, man, you gotta look up. You gotta stay up on these fashion trends. It's coming back, though.
Oh,
but it's that sequence. You're wearing that uncomfortable sequence dress. You're wearing them high heels. The reason you're doing that, and your man is wearing flat shoes and he's wearing pants, it's because you feel some kind of sense of security that you don't have to fight that night. Because you know you're so secure in your man that I'm gonna wear this uncomfortable heel, and I'm gonna carry this purse, and I'm gonna wear this dress. Because guess what? If some shit go down, my man gonna take care of it. Subconsciously, that's what you're saying to yourself.
Right.
Now, what you look like in the club, a dude grab your butt, and now you gotta fight this dude in a sequence dress and some heels because your man is a bitch. Come on now. Come on now. I hate to say it that plainly to you, but that's not a good look.
Basically, at the end of the day, man, what we're saying is, men, our job as men, as a man race, is to be the protectors. Warrior, you know what I'm saying?
What's yours.
Now, again, in these days and age with mixed martial arts, boxing and all that shit, I know a couple women that'll blow your shit the fuck out.
Right.
Point blank. But our job as men is to protect, especially when you're a father. We are protectors. So men, get your masculinity up. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gotta be big as fuck.
You ain't gotta be the toughest guy.
My body is the way it is because I want that motherfucker to look like that. I eat like I do to get big and shit like that. Plus, I train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so I keep my flexibility somewhat. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like be, big and shit, Arnold Schwarzenegger type. I do what I do to my body because that's what I choose to do. That's why I work out the way I do.
Right.
So, when it comes to fitness, guys, it's not just and especially for women again, it's not just I'm gonna pick up a fucking weight and I'm just gonna become a big ass woman. No, that's not the case.
It's not gonna happen.
Listen, cardio and shit is great. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Cardio and shit is great. You need that because you need to keep your body weight down, your heart rate up, all that shit. But you also need to shape yourself, and weights shape you.
Right.
Don't you ever forget it. Weights shape you. Don't let no personal trainer who got their certificate online 2 days ago and ain't never trained a motherfucker that look like anything. Don't get fooled by the gimmicks of training.
Right.
Anything lifting wise is to shape the muscle.
Let me tell you, man, everything comes and goes. P90X comes and goes. Tybo comes and goes. All these fads, every year we get something new. But guess what's still there? Them weights.
The weights.
Those weights are still there. The bench press, the curl, the tricep extension.
Ladies,
those are still there.
It don't matter if it's 5 to 15 pounds. It's a designer workout. Weights are a designer workout. For example, I said I wanted more broader, rounder shoulders. I got that from weights. I didn't get on no fucking backflip, do toe touches and none of that shit. And I'm telling you from a man who's been in fitness this 15 years for me. That since I've taken fitness serious. This 15 years for me. So this coming from a man who is telling you that everything is good. But if you want to shape your muscle, then you have to lift weights. And I'm not saying power lift. I'm telling you have to get a lot of repetitions in to get the blood in the muscle to create a tone dense muscle. All right? So
exactly.
Don't let nobody sell you nothing fucking different. Okay? For real. Because the days and age of personal trainers now is just a smart motherfucker that can take a test online. And again, I'm not talking about nobody knowledge. A lot of people know what they're doing or whatever. But I see fitness being more so of a fad than really taking serious like it was when we was coming up.
Right.
All right? So watch yourself out here. And come on, man. Stop with that first of the year shit. Get your shit tight in June, motherfucker. And keep it tight. Hey, Toledo, or we in Toledo, Ohio, wherever else you at, it ain't always cold, motherfucker. It's warm all year round. If you go to Florida, you see some amazing looking motherfuckers. West Coast, amazing looking people. They keep it tight all over year round. So you might want to take that trip. You don't want to be 3 weeks out talking about, oh shit, I want to look like Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing, ladies. I keep going to this shit because I'm so passionate about fitness. That's another thing. Stop putting your goals on what another woman look like. I see women post all the time like fitness goals. Well, guess what? Genetically, you're not going to be able to look like her.
Right.
You don't have the hips.
You don't.
You don't have the, you know what I'm saying? You don't have certain features that woman got. Look like the best you can look like.
And that's going to look good.
You feel what I'm saying? Look like the best you can look like, ladies. That's what we talking about. Look like the best you can look like. Moving on, man. Let's talk about some shit in the industry now. Yeah. Let's talk about Meek Mill, man.
Oh, talking music now.
Oh shit. It's a video circulating, my brother.
Oh no.
And it ain't just Meek Mill. Let's not even blame this motherfucker.
He's just the latest. He's just the latest one. This one happened this week that I saw.
It's just the latest. It's a video of Meek Mill hitting the heavy bag.
Oh, that's what he was doing.
Now look.
That's what he was doing. Okay.
Now look, hear me out.
Oh my God.
I am coming from a mixed martial arts background. Okay. You might
be a little bit biased there.
I am not biased.
You're trained on how to do that.
No, sir.
This is just a common man.
No, sir. First of all, it's about a million motherfucking things wrong with that video in the 13 seconds that was filmed, bro. So it ain't just me. You can ask anybody. We seen one of Young Thug before, Webby, and Gucci Man. Now, Young Thug was hitting mitts. Webby was actually sparring. And Gucci Man was also hit and miss. This video of Meek Mill, he was hitting the heavy bag.
Right.
Now, Young Thug, to me anyway, looked like a tall girl with gold teeth. Any motherfucking way. Webby was sparring, and I don't know if that motherfucker left one of his ankles home or whatever, but his footwork was fucked up. The motherfucker fell all over the ring. Gucci Man just looked god awful, and Meek Mill kind of looked very, very uncomfortable. We watching it now.
We watching this video right now.
So when y'all get a chance, man, look this shit up. Meek Mill looks like a girl throwing a temper tantrum and hitting her wall. Like a motherfucker just broke up with a dude and she just got pissed off. So at the end of the day, they got it in slow-mo too. Look at that, look at that. Now look, that's what's wrong. Look at his hands ain't ever up. He ain't turning his punches over. And he ain't throwing he throwing all arm punches right now.
And the problem I had with this video is he looks like he's in an official gym and with official equipment.
He got money. Ain't nobody gonna tell him shit.
No one is telling this man that he looks foolish. Like,
now, let me tell you something.
Like, it's a trainer in there somewhere to just allow this shit to go on.
But let me tell you something. First of all, Meek Mill, you should be pissed off at the motherfucker who recorded that and put that viral. Because that shit don't help none of your gangster rap shit you be on.
No.
None of your street shit. Now, I will say this. Meek Mill, you are a successful hip-hop artist with successful records. Regardless of what happened between Meek Mill and Drake, Meek Mill still is a successful hip-hop artist that is on a successful record label. Am I right to say that?
Yeah, he is.
So at the end of the day,
he getting money.
At the end of the day, let's think about something here. The shit you portray in your lyrics about what you would do to motherfuckers and all of that shit, a lot of people take that literally.
Right.
So people really think like, yo, that motherfucker Meek really get at you.
He get down.
Now, I'm here to say the truth and the truth only. I'm not here to be a jokester. This is not my improv comedy right now. I'm here coming from a perspective of a motherfucker who fought all the time before mixed martial arts and shit like that, who was in fights and shit all like that, and then who learned how to fight properly. I'm here to tell you, Meek Mill, my dude, you cannot fight.
You can't.
You are not a fighter. And guess what, though? That's okay.
And that's okay. But on his defense, real talk. Listen,
no, I ain't no defend that shit
no,
at
you
all.
can't defend that. Those actions you can't defend. But on his records, he talk about pulling out 30 clips and this and that. And,
my God!
AKs.
See this shit too. This is what kills me.
Stick to that. If that's what you really live in, stick to that shit.
Don't even stick to that shit.
Because this shit you trying, this new, it's gonna get you killed.
Listen, bro.
It's gonna get your shit blew out.
Listen, let me tell you something.
This boxing shit you going?
Y'all motherfucking niggas is not fighting anybody. You're not punching nobody in the fucking face. You're not fighting nobody one-on-one if you are. So stop. If I was in hip-hop and a motherfucker was dissing me on the record, I'd be like, yo, let's call a promoter. Let's make some money. We can put some of the charity, put some of it in our pocket, what you want to do.
Real money.
You see what I'm saying? Like all this other shit, we gonna get our crew, we gonna jump the motherfucker when we see him. That shit is whack. That video proved to me that Meek Mill really is not a fighter. And again, that's okay.
That's okay.
Why? Because you are successful. God has blessed you with musical talent, my dude. He has blessed you with musical talent, and you made it out of Philly. You know what I'm saying? You made it out of your hood. You got your boys on. You're doing well. Nicki Minaj is your girlfriend.
Right. He doing good.
You are doing awesome. It's a lot of motherfuckers that really just love that alone.
So what are you trying to prove with this video?
And I don't think, and me personally, I don't think he posted that shit to be like, I'm tough as fuck. I don't think that was it.
What was his point, though?
I don't think, you know what I'm saying?
What was the goal?
I don't know, but I refuse to believe that he posted that and say he was tough.
Was he trying to show the world on this video?
I'm not going to put the responsibility on him. But I will say, Young Thug, Gucci Man, and Webby and them asses knew that they was being recorded. I'm not saying he didn't know, but I'm just saying, they motherfuckers thought that they was doing something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all are great artists. I pretty much didn't get into Webby too much, but Gucci Man and them, they was all of them were successful artists.
Right.
I didn't get into Webby too much, but be that, man. You don't gotta punch nobody in the face, man. Don't do that shit. Like, just rap. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
just fucking rap.
Let me look at this video from a different standpoint. Maybe he's just working out.
But even if you're working
he
out,
ain't proving toughness. He just maybe just trying to
if
get a little sweat going.
Come on, man.
Maybe he's just trying to get a little sweat. You know,
You trying so motherfucking hard to justify this bullshit, dog.
I'm just saying, man.
That's the worst. That's not even. No, he's better than the other ones, though.
Meek took a L this whole 2015, man.
He didn't.
Other than, he made some money.
This is what he did.
He took a reputation L this 2015. Right. I'm trying to help him
I don't think it was a reputation L. I think that he just got defeated by Drake. And what people trying to do is put Drake into an R&B standpoint, and that's not the fucking case. Drake can sing and he can fucking rap. He's not an R&B singer.
Drake is an artist.
He's just a good artist.
He's just a good artist.
And you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know what this is an overflow from. I don't know if he trying to, like you said, trying to prove he tough. I don't think it's that. I don't think he wants to be a fighter, but I wouldn't have had that display. Because I kind of take the stigma off of it. If there was any motherfucker in the world scared of you, he might think he can get off on you now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you might take one off on your motherfucking ass now. But I think that rappers should just be rappers. Like, it's very seldom that you meet like 50. 50 grew up boxing. So when you see 50 hit mitts, that motherfucker look like he can fight. And then, you know what I'm saying? You see 50 doing his little thing, spurring on all that. Yeah, you can see that on film.
Yeah, we see LL back in the day was hit and miss a couple times.
I see Jay-Z was doing it. So it's like these guys, like, they got a little charisma to them. But again, I will say this. Now, I know 50 competed, but the other ones I don't know. I will say this shit, though. Mitts don't hit back, motherfucker.
Right.
When somebody put them fists to you, then that's really what tests if you a fighter or not. You know what I'm saying? Once you get punched in your shit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, do good music, man. That Drake shit, all said and done. This is not helping your fucking campaign when it came to that Drake shit at all. I don't know if that's what you was doing. I'm pretty sure Meek ain't even on that shit. I'm pretty sure Drake ain't even on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, you know, that just really make look like, damn, bro, Drake fucked you up, and then you really can't. You throwing a temper tantrum on the back, 'cause that's what it looked like.
That was not.
It looks like it looked like he was like, okay, mom, I'm fucking done with this shit, and he started punching the wall and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Not a good look.
So that really wasn't a good look. And again, it's not gonna stop your fan base. It ain't gonna stop your money. You always gonna be rich. You know what I'm saying? You always gonna be a good artist. Hopefully, you always have Nicki. You know what I'm saying? May I wish y'all well, but I'm just saying, bro, you're not a fighter. Don't be no fighter, bro. Don't do it because you are great at so many other things that one thing you don't have to put a stamp on shit, my dude. You are a great motherfucking artist and you got a great girlfriend or whatever the fuck y'all got going on. Fuck being a fighter, bro. That shit, hey, let me tell you something, because first of all, ain't no money in that shit, no way.
Right.
You know what I mean? So just fucking fuck all of that. You ain't about to fight nobody. You ain't about to do that shit. And if you do, get paid for it. And if you get paid for it, I mean other people got to watch. And my nigga, I don't think you that good, motherfucker. So don't do the shit. You know what I mean?
And that's the moral of the story.
Don't do it.
And hear me out. As we talking about bitch, motherfuckers that look like chicks on TV. Let's move on to the next subject. My boy, I'm not even gonna laugh at this one because I don't think this shit funny.
One of the
best talents in the league that we call the NFL.
Oh my God.
But unfortunately, he just looks like a little pussy right now. Especially this week.
I'm disappointed, man.
My boy ODB, man.
I'm disappointed, man. And for those of you who don't know, I'm talking about Odell Beckham. Let me explain real quick. That shit I saw, and I'm not even laughing. Like,
explain what happened. Explain what happened. I mean,
what happened was
not everybody watched it.
What happened was Norman, the cornerback from Carolina. They 13-0. It's a big game. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to knock off Carolina. Odell Beckham, who was obviously exploded last year. I mean, the dude in hair product commercials. He was a rookie last year. Was he? Right?
Yeah, he was a rookie last. I know y'all seen him.
Everybody know who Odell. All the ladies love him. The little blonde hair motherfucking dude.
He on Instagram doing the nay, doing it.
All that shit, man. Young guy, LSU receiver. He was an undersized receiver, so people really didn't have any faith in him. And he came out, and what that motherfucker did was remarkable. He had a great year. He made some amazing highlights, right? Dude is a good athlete. Dude is, at the end of the day, going to be one of the best receivers around. Wait, if he keep his attitude in check. Right. Okay, so anyway, all week, him and Norman was jaw-jacking a little bit. They showed a little bit of love, but then it's competition, man. When you go out on the football field and you're one of the best corners in the league, playing against one of the best receivers in the league, you're gonna have some shit talking going on. Motherfucker, this football. This ain't ballet, bro.
Right.
Odell Beckham knows that. He played at LSU. He played in Auburn games. He played in Alabama games. He played in Florida games. That motherfucker know what it's like. Okay, so Odell Beckham got caught up in his feelings a little bit. They had a couple little tips here and there. What happened was Odell Beckham ran at Norman and missed him. He tried to like smack this fuck out of him or something. And Norman moved. And then Odell Beckham came back around when the play was over and torpedoed his body head first and hit Norman in the side of the head. Now, he did not injure Norman. He didn't give him a concussion, luckily. But it was such a dirty fucking act.
And that's the key right there. It was so after the whistle.
It was so dirty and malicious. Now, it's a movie out right now called Concussion with Will Smith, talking about the effects of concussions, you know, we've seen a lot of people die from suicides that had the postpartum, or I mean, is it? I'm not sure what it's called.
It's like a form of PTSD.
It's PTSD from football.
From football.
A doctor from Nigeria did a study on it, and Junior Seau, it's a couple other guys that actually had his test done, and it was from concussion to football. With all that being said, you take your motherfucking cinnamon twist ass head and ram it into the side of another man's head after the play is over, when you're not supposed to even do helmet to helmet, even when the play is live. You do that because you in your feelings. Now, I'm going to take it a step fucking further. Everybody plays this game to feed their family. They play this game because they love it.
Right.
You was potentially responsible
for
ending a career and potentially a life of a young man. Because y'all talking shit on the field.
And that's what he didn't think about. Like, I watched the game. I watched the highlights. I watched it repeatedly. I've watched ODB, you know what I'm saying, pretty much his whole career. I honestly think he lost his mind that game.
Bro, you cannot be caught up emotionally.
He can't be.
But you can't be caught up emotionally.
Josh, that's why I tell y'all people, stay humble.
Stay humble.
Stay humble and grind.
24/7.
There's somebody out there that got your number, that can outwork you potentially. And that's what Josh Norman did last weekend.
Let me help y'all out.
He had his number and he called it.
Let me help y'all out with Josh Norman, his background. He wasn't a big draft pick. He's still making rookie money, which to us is great money, but to them it's not. Odell Beckham was a first rounder. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he got all the perks and shit. So Josh Norman is a very hungry player. So his job right now is to make a name for himself. Richard Sherman, shit like that. Remember Richard Sherman and Crabtree? But they never did anything like that.
Right.
They talked shit. They pushed each other. They talked all that shit in the media. But what Odell Beckham did was a terrorist attack on the football field. Plain and simple.
He potentially could have went to jail for that, man.
I mean, come on, man.
If you took it out of NFL hands, he could have went to jail for that. He could have been under arrest for what he was trying to do on that football field, trying to end that man's life.
That had nothing to do with football. And what we're doing now is talking about the NFL. Let's talk about that because he got 1 game suspension.
1 game suspension.
Now I'm gonna talk about the fucking Saints bounty shit. Now I'm a Browns fan. I hate to admit that shit, but I am. Yeah. We're gonna talk about the Saints bounty thing, right? It was players that was getting suspended for some shit that happened previous years before, for multiple games and even season.
For a year.
For bounty. What in the hell was Odell Beckham doing? That was a malicious attack.
That was a purposeful attack on one particular person.
Right in front of your eyes.
That's a bounty to me.
That's a fucking bounty. Right in front of you. It was a premeditated, I'm going to put this dude out. Josh Norman, you through, my dude. We're about to end your career. And on top of it being a bounty, okay? Let's talk about the bounty, because the bounty, they never said nobody was legally, like, sparing people or whatever. Mm-hmm. They just put a tag on somebody. We're going to knock this motherfucking fuck out. But what Odell Beckham did was also an illegal hit. And guess what's worse? He still finished the game. And he scored a touchdown to tie it late in the game, even though they lost. But he was still effective at the end of the day. Why did he get ejected?
Why did he get ejected?
Targeting you done immediately.
That's college rules.
Yeah?
NFL ain't got targeting. So.
Okay, well, what the fuck was that?
That was targeting.
I mean,
that was targeting. That was a purposeful attempt to end a man's life
We got to stop doing
career.
shit, bro, for money. That's the thing. Our society is money based. You have to make money to make a living. But we have to make an example. We have to show people you can't just do what the fuck you want to do. You can't just do it because you're valuable to this, that, and the third. You got to have a consequence. Because to me, and you know I work with kids, to me, that's pretty much being a brat.
Right.
Like, you don't get no true consequence, so that's why the fuck you going to keep acting like that. You know what I mean? So I did not really like, and again, a human being makes mistakes. That don't take away anything that Odell Beckham will accomplish. Because he's gonna be great. That don't take anything away from that. That was one mistake, and I pray it never happens again. And only for the safety of somebody else. And I'm not just talking about Odell Beckham. I hope no other fucking player loses his head like that and deliberately tries to end somebody else's career.
Right.
Because every down, a career-ending injury could happen. So for you to do that shit on purpose, that's just not cool. So shouts out to Josh Norman because he really did not A-Town stump that motherfucker. Like, I would have lost my shit.
Which he should have, because since he got fined for that too.
He did get fined.
He got fined 26 large, $26,000.
And to me, damn. I mean, but let's be completely fair though, because we're not talking about what happened before the game.
No.
And before the game, I guess some players came out with baseball bats, and they was just talking shit. It's the name of the game. But let me tell you something. You don't bring a baseball bat to a football field. It has no place.
But let me tell you that reference, man. That's so I played football for a long time. That reference just an intimidation thing. You know what I'm saying? You trying to show the other team you about to bring the wood.
I get it.
You about to bring the wood.
I get it.
And if that intimidates you as a football player, as another warrior on that field, on that battlefield, then
no, I can't agree with
use
that.
a bitch.
I can't agree with that.
It's intimidation.
First of all, you see you see the fucking last Boy Scout when the nigga had the gun running and shooting every motherfucking body. I mean, like, was that a fucking intimidation factor too, motherfucker? Or what was that?
There's a big difference between a gun and a bat.
Well, what I'm saying is, first of all, the bat is not even. There shouldn't be a bat in that football stadium. Number one, let's just keep it real. However, again, they didn't swing it at him. It was just talking shit. But you shouldn't have a bat on a football field.
Right.
You should. I mean, again, as Odell Beckham, I'm not going to let him off the hook because you still got to conduct yourself accordingly. Bro, you got sponsors. You got fucking endorsements.
You got it made.
You got it made, man. You don't got to act like that, man. And plus, kids look, this is my thing. Again, I work with kids, so I always take it back to that. Kids look up to you. You know how many little ginger-haired motherfucking cinnamon and spice dyed black kids I see running around with blonde hair because of your ass, man? You know how many people I see influenced by your haircut?
Right.
Come on, my dude. It's bigger than that, bro.
This is my problem with the whole incident too. Is Odell Beckham? After that shit you pulled, on you know what I'm saying, on last Sunday, trying to look tough. I follow you on Instagram. I've seen your Nene videos and your videos and you dancing with your boy. Like, we don't believe you, man. You're not a tough guy.
You're not. Listen,
ain't nothing wrong with what you're doing. You having fun with your boys.
I'm not a dancer, motherfucker.
You're having fun with your boys, dancing with your boys with both of your shirts off. I mean, you're having a good time. I'm not saying anything. I'm not implying anything. Have fun. You have money. You're a single guy.
But you know what?
Have fun. But don't make me think, after watching your videos, don't make me think you're gonna come on the field and intimidate me.
It's
a football player.
It's a few people that say they're gonna fuck somebody up that I just don't believe them. But this is what I'm trying to tell you though, Sam. They don't come from our era. Because you remember our era. The only time you dance was slow dance, right? That's where we grew up.
That's what we grew up.
That's where we grew up. So now they got little shit going on like the Nene and all that. The bop. I can't even tell you what they are. I just see the kids doing them and they always try to get me to do it. But they don't come from our era. So dancing really is a culture.
Okay, I mean, I get that.
I will say though.
I may sound like the dude. Sitting on the porch talking about get off my lawn. I may sound like that right now. But like you said,
but that's exactly what we are. Though.
We didn't do. I mean, the most a cat to do back in the day was do a little two-step shimmy.
Right. We just come from a different cloth, and nothing wrong with what you're doing, baby. But just all that tough stuff. It don't need to happen on the field. You make too much money. And you have too many.
And you having too many
fans. Too many fans, though. You blessed, bro. you blessed. I'm pretty sure it ain't another person from your neighborhood that's doing what you're doing right now, and it probably is a lot of athletes where you from. You know, remember, you ain't do all this hard work just you. This is a blessing too, my dude. There's a lot of good ass football players around here. So you keep your fucking head tight, bro. Make some more of them good ass catches. Get on a fucking Wheaties box or something. But you possibly could ruin your life by doing shit like that, man. Keep your head, man.
At the very least, you could have ruined
Keep
another
your head.
man's
Keep
life.
your head. So anyway, man, I felt it was cool, bro. Our first shit, man. First shit.
That's the first show. That's the first show right there. The first podcast, the first of many to
you
come.
Know, many to come, man. And like I said, man, we will have a Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Shit, what else will we have?
We're going to have an email, of course, for y'all to email us suggestions or
right,
questions.
And a Facebook page. We will have, certain topics where you can talk about it.
Talk about
so we'll have guests on here eventually. Everything starts from the ground up, so we don't have no time. I mean, we don't have no problem grinding, man.
Right.
Don't nothing happen overnight.
And we definitely
support pimping and flexing.
Oh yeah, we definitely welcome not suggestions, but we definitely welcome questions. Cause
we welcome suggestions.
Real talk. With suggestions too, but real talk. You know what I'm saying? We got some good gems here. We got some good knowledge. We've been through it, especially you ladies. If you want to know something, if you want to know,
this motherfucker, man, let me tell you something. I know this motherfucker since high school, man. This motherfucker ain't got nothing good to say about no relationship. It sound like it make fucking sense, and it don't.
No, it's all about making you happy. And I know the keys. I know the gems to making you happy. And
you got Netflix at the crib?
Oh yeah, Netflix.
Netflix.
Ladies,
if you go over his house, he got Netflix at least.
I got Netflix.
He don't have cable because we
gonna be chilling. Why I need cable for?
What you mean? Why you need cable?
No one ever cables and chills. Everybody Netflix and chills. So
that's the new shit. Netflix. You know what you're right. I like cable. I like certain shit on cable.
Just Netflix and chill.
I like certain shit on cable. But here's the thing though. This is not a charming motherfucker I'm sitting with.
Oh.
He has zero charm to him. So I'm gonna tell you what he gonna do before y'all ask some motherfucking nasty bastard for a date. The motherfucker gonna get you drunk enough to think that he can fucking saying some shit.
Oh yeah.
He ain't saying shit.
All,
I'm a motherfucking hater. I'm a hater.
We gonna sip on that good Moscato, first of all. We gonna sip on that good Moscato. And we gonna turn on something you like on that Netflix.
No, he's not gonna get no good Moscato. What he's gonna do is get about 5 bottles of Wild Irish Rose. For those of you who don't know, motherfucker, if you're not from the hood, you don't know what the fuck that is. That shit is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That's what he gonna do. He gonna pour the Moscato bottle, and then you gonna look like, damn, this motherfucker roofing me. Wild Irish Rose is liquid motherfucking poison.
But at the end of the night, you gonna have fun.
He's not a charming dude.
You're going to have fun.
So ladies,
Netflix. Hit up that Facebook. Hit up that email.
Don't ask him for... I'm just be honest with y'all, man. Don't fucking go nowhere.
I'm going to give y'all suggestions.
This is a barbaric motherfucker, dude. It all sounds like it makes sense. Hear me out, motherfucker.
Hear me out, man.
Hey, every motherfucking Monday, we will post the time. We about to get the social media shit popping. We a little bit behind schedule due to the Christmas fucking holidays. And all the kids fucking my house up and all that shit. But this is our first one, man. Hope y'all like it.
And don't forget, Google our sponsors. You know what I'm saying?
Addict Clothing, motherfucking Corn Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Fitness, and Fly Junkie, man.
Google them.
Holla at it, man. Hey, listen, check this shit out. Effing vodka, I told you. This New Year's Eve, get some effing. I promise you, 50 ain't paying us shit.
That ain't even a sponsor.
This is on some real shit.
He need to be a sponsor.
We talking shit.
We drinking this shit for free.
No,
I'm lying. I'm gonna drink it anyway. But
this is probably the best.
You need to pay us anyway.
All jokes aside, it's probably the best vodka on the market. I'm pretty sure it is. No, none of that hangover. Some shit you drink, you feel like you got dumped out of a helicopter on top of your head, man. And like I said, me and my man don't drink that much, so effing vodka is the truth, man. Holla at your boy 50. That shit is awesome. And also, he got a new mixtape. We like real music, you know what I mean?
We gonna do that next podcast.
He got a damn.
We gonna do the next podcast.
We need to bring somebody in.
Where has the new music? Where's the real?
We gotta bring somebody in for that. We gonna figure that out. But 50 got a song called "I'm the Man" with Sonny Digital. Woo! You gonna hear it at the beginning of this though. We play it at the beginning of this. So holla at your boy. We'll see you next time.
Oh yeah. Out.
Oh, I'm the man. What? You know I'm the man. I'm a bona fide grade A hustler. Hey, one day when they can't touch it. Nigga like me, I be with this shit. Try and stick me, I'ma get you hit.